Good morning. I decided that I would do my next installment in my alphabet series, and I will be doing F, G, H, I, and J. I will start with F, and my favorite girl's name that starts with F is Finley. I know I've said before that I don't like the name Finn, which is kind of surprising why this one is in my list, but I just like the sound of Finley. I think it's cute. It means fair warrior in Scottish. And I think it's a nice new name that's coming out because I just started hearing this recently. Yeah, Finley. And my favorite boy's name that starts with F is Flynn. Flynn means the descendant of the red-haired man in Irish. If you have a little ginger boy, you should call him Flynn. I've said before, Flynn is, in my opinion, a nice alternative for the name Finn. Like if you like the name Finn, but you want something different, like you can use Flynn. There's Flynn, and that's F. Moving on to G. G wasn't too hard for me. My favorite girl's name that starts with G is Genevieve. It means woman of the people in French. Genevieve is such a pretty name. I'll leave it at that because I can go for hours talking about that name. Next is Greyson for a boy. It means son of the gray-haired man in English. I like Grayson. I heard of a little boy when I used to date this one boy. His one little cousin was named Gray. And I liked it. I thought that was different. You know, there's not many Grays at the preschool, I'm sure. But I like Grayson particularly because if you want like a full name that sounds kind of old school, but you know, there's a little new twist to it, Grayson is perfect. Moving on to H. Harper is my favorite girl's name, and it's actually a unisex name, but I don't think I would ever use it for a boy. Harper means a harp player, obviously. This name has started moving up recently, like in the last 10 years. I don't think I've heard of many girls when I was growing up named Harper. But I like it. And then a classic H name, Henry. Henry means ruler of the home in German. Henry is one of those names that I think I don't think it'll ever go out of style. I'm sure some people would disagree with that, but Henry, it fits a little boy, and I think it also fits like an old man. I like Henry. Moving on to I. I was hard. I couldn't really think of a girl's name for I that I really liked that wasn't like Isabel or Isabella, because I don't like those names. Well, I like Isabel. I picked Iona, which is from the island of Iona, which is a Scottish name. When I think of Iona, I also think about a college that in New York that I liked. Never applied to, but one of my really good friends applied to, got in. It's a pretty college. And for a boy, I thought of Ira. It means watchful in Hebrew. I have my absolute best friend, that's a boy, obviously. His middle name is Ira, and I think it's such a nice name, and it's short. Both of these names are short, which I like. Because you can give them like a really nice, meaningful middle name as well. And then finally, J. I didn't like many girls' names that start with J. I picked Jane because I think it's classic. It means God is gracious in English. You can give her the name Janie, or I think that's it. But Jane is very sweet. It's short. I don't have much to say about it. And then for a boy, Jack. I love the name Jack. I don't care how overused it is. I love it. Jack is a diminutive of John, which means God is gracious in Hebrew, I think. And I think it's funny that both of my names, both of my J names means God is gracious. I like Jack. I have a little cousin named Jack, and he is just the cutest thing ever. Yeah. And my grandfather's name is Jack. I love my grandpa. That is the second installment of my alphabet series. I will come out with a new one, maybe tomorrow or the day after, or whenever I have time. For now, just keep it classy, YouTube.